Welcome to Julia Lives. Today I'm going to show you around NUSA Dua in Bali, Indonesia. This is a resort area. First off, we're going to start here with the Bali collection. And I watched a lot of videos and read a lot of reviews before I went, so I just want to clear up some of the things that I found that weren't exactly true when I showed up there. This is a spa that's in the Bali collection. You can soak your feet here in a tub full of fish. You can see him doing it here and have the fish, I guess, munch on your feet if you want to do that. There were many restaurants open here. I ate here a lot and I found the food to be very reasonably priced. And a lot of stores are open here. There's a very large department store that I'll show you in a little bit. Again, plenty of restaurants, and there's also live entertainment here. I had to turn off the volume in some of the videos because there's live performers and they're playing copyrighted songs, but it still does create quite an atmosphere. The resorts offer shuttle services to and from the Bali collection, but I walked every time. I stayed at the Westin and it was about a 10-minute walk, very easy to find. The Westin is next to the Safadal and kind of by the Malia, so if you're staying in that area, it's very walkable. This is an open air market. There are dozens of vendors here. So there's a department store and that sort of shopping, but then there's also this type of shopping too. And it truly was endless. I could have spent hours in here if I wanted to do that much shopping. But there's plenty to see and do at the Bali collection. The jewelry stores here are not like what you would find in the Caribbean. This is not like Colombian emeralds or somewhere, but if you wanted a little bit of jewelry, it doesn't hurt to look. Now, the restaurants here were very reasonably priced. Coming up here, you see 30,000, I believe it's 30,000 rupiah. That's like $2 in American. I mean, that's not a lot of money when you're talking about eating. You could eat very well for about $15 at any of the restaurants, including an appetizer, a dessert, maybe a non-alcoholic drink with your meal. So the prices were great and plenty of variety, plenty to choose from. I did try out the Cold Stone, very similar to the US, but prices a lot cheaper. Now the Starbucks, when I was there, opened at 10 a.m. I don't know about you. I can't wait until 10 a.m. for coffee, but they do have a Starbucks there if you want to wait that long to get over there and get your coffee for the morning. I was told that there is a flat rate for taxis in Nusa Dua of 50,000 rupiah. I did take a taxi. So that was good to know that that's just the going rate if you do decide to take a taxi for some reason. I'll show you later when I walked to Geiger Beach. I did end up taking a taxi back to my resort. Here is a pharmacy that you could pick up all kinds of things if you had some sort of a first aid need. And then right next door to it was another little market that I actually went to quite a few times. Again, I thought the prices here were great. They were very reasonable. So this is a good place if you want to pick up some snacks or even some souvenirs. They also had toys and things like that for the kids if you wanted to buy some beach gear here. Again, this is just another store and there's a lot of variety of shopping here. If you need some extra clothes while you're here, maybe you didn't pack enough, this would be a good place to stop by. And especially to this large department store. Thanks to everybody who's subscribed to Julia Lives, and every time you hit that like button, it does something to the YouTube algorithm so that more people will see these reviews. So thanks for hitting that like button too. Welcome to the NUSA Dua Promenade. I did not understand before I got here that this is just a sidewalk that runs along in front of all the resorts. You'll see to the left there is NUSA Dua Beach as we're passing by. And so there are a lot of little vendors along the way and a few gelato shops. You'll see these guys early in the morning cutting down the dead palm tree leaves, and it's kind of interesting to watch them climb up and down. They're experts at that. This is what the beach looks like when the tide goes out, about 4:30-ish every day, and you can see there are people walking way out there. Now, if you're not a big walker, most of the resorts have bikes that you can check out, and there were definitely people riding their bikes down the promenade. I walked all the way down to Geiger Beach, and I think that was about a 2.7-ish mile walk. I also walked over to the water blow, so that was not as far. That was maybe 15 minutes, very manageable, at least for me. And also too, to get to NUSA Gata, which you'll see just in a moment here as you go down the promenade. Plenty of signage along the way, but my phone worked just fine as my GPS guide. So as we go through here, we're going to come up to the water blow next. This again is just showing you, this is really where the water blow, the entrance is just behind all of this. So you're going to see these sculptures, and there's some beautiful views from this area. There's also some secluded beaches, and not too far away from here there were surfers too, if you're into that sort of a thing. The admission for the water blow is 25,000 rupiah, which right now equals $1.67 in the United States. However, the workers at the window, I tried to go twice, and they said you're not going to see anything today because there's no wind. And they said that is the key to it. If you want to see the water blow go off, you have to have wind. I did try to pay to go in, and honestly, they would not allow me to. I'm not quite sure why. So the first time I tried, so I thought, well, okay, I'm not going to push this and force my way into the water blow. I'll just let that go. But again, if you want to see it blow, you have to have some wind in order for it to produce. This was just a small picture from inside the water blow. Welcome to the St. Regis. As you'll notice, the promenade changes a bit when we get in front of the St. Regis. Welcome to Geiger Beach. The resort that you'll see just behind us here is the Mulia. So quite a bit a ways down the hotel strip here, right at the end of the beach. This is the main gate, NUSA Dua main gate, which is the entrance to the resort area. So the outside of the gate, you'll find some shops and other restaurants. I did eat in this area and found the food was very good. But I feel like the prices were fairly comparable to the Bali collection. I paid $1.50 US dollars for those. So that's pretty reasonable, I'd say. But I hope you have enjoyed this video and that you all get to visit NUSA Dua.